The Classic TV channel is your happy trails to golden oldies television from the 1940s through the formative years of the 1950s and 60s. Enjoy restored TV shows Mickey Rooney Show, Groucho Marx, Trouble with Father, Terry and the Pirates, One Step Beyond, Beverly Hillbillies, Bonanza, The Lucy Show, Dick Van Dyke, Annie Oakley, Ozzie and Harriet, The Howdy Doody Show, and many, many more. Binge your night away. So return with us now to those golden days of yesteryear.
Have a Date with the Angel, starring Betty White, Bill Williams as Gus Angel, presented by Plymouth, star of The Forward Look, and the Plymouth Dealers of America.
The time, 8 months after Vickie and Gus Angel were married. The plot? There's no such thing as a miserable Santa Claus. The main character? There's no such... Well, with one possible exception.
Noel, 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 Noel.
You put your finger right there, Mr. Finley.
Noel, Noel, Noel.
Hi, honey.
Sweetheart, I had no idea it was that late.
That's a lot better than traffic.
Oh, Mr. Finley's just being neighborly. He's helping me wrap Christmas packages.
Oh, we appreciate you coming up here and always helping Mrs. Angel, Mr. Finley.
Noel.
Noel.
My finger's getting fat, Mrs. Angel. Well, that's all right. I got nothing else to do.
What's for dinner?
I have some stew on the stove.
Oh, great.
Can I clean the stove for you? Stew can be pretty messy.
The stew is in a pan on the stove, Mr. Finley.
Oh. Is there something else I can do?
Well, I don't know what it would be, but thanks anyway.
That's what they all say. Nobody needs me.
Why, that isn't true, Mr. Finley.
Yes, it is.
Well, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it... Mr. Finley, I happen to know that your son counts on you to do chores around the house. Well, you're always watering the lawn or doing housework.
Watering the lawn. Big deal.
If you feel you don't have enough to do at home, why don't you get a job?
What kind of a job?
Well, I'm sure 2 weeks before Christmas, there are a lot of places that need help.
Give me a for instance.
Just offhand, it depends on what you can do, I guess.
Well, when I was a boy, I used to braid buggy whips for the carriage trade. Somebody invented a machine.
I know. They call it the automobile.
No, they called it a buggy whip braiding machine.
Sweetheart, Mr. Finley's looking for a job.
Why?
He says he doesn't have enough to do at home.
Well, he's always up here helping us.
Not much future in that.
No, I guess not.
You know, sweetheart, if Mr. Finley had a regular job, he wouldn't have so much time to be helping us.
Honey, I don't think that... Yeah. Have you thought about calling Dolly?
Dolly? Why, sure. We have this friend who works at Martindale's department store. They're open evenings. I'll call her right after dinner.
Oh, thanks for the invitation, but I got to get home and cook dinner for my son. He'll be wondering where I am. Noel.
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 Vickie, if he's breathing, we can use him down here, honey.
Wonderful, and thanks.
Don't thank me, dear. During the Christmas rush, it's Martindale's policy to use anything that can walk, wiggle, or crawl.
Is it as bad as all that?
Vickie, you could use a little extra money.
No, thank you. I've met Mr. Wallace.
Oh. Well, if you think he's revolting normally, you should see him now. He's been made floor manager of the toy department, and he actually loves it.
Well, then he isn't as bad as I thought.
He loves it for 2 reasons. A, he gets a percentage of the department's cut. And B, he gets a chance to be nasty to hundreds of little children.
Customers are waiting, Mrs. Koenig.
I'm recruiting, Mr. Wallace.
In that case, go right ahead. Let them wait.
All right, Vickie, have your friend down here first thing in the morning.
I will, Dolly, and thanks a million.
Bye, dear.
Bye.
Mr. Wallace, I got another victim for you. He'll be down tomorrow.
Oh. If I hear just one more fa-la-la, I won't be responsible.
Mr. Wallace, doesn't Christmas mean anything to you at all?
Oh, let's not get maudlin. What about this man?
His name is Finley, and he got old without any help from you.
Holy Santa Claus. I'll put Spencer back in shipping where he belongs. He's a miserable Santa Claus.
Mr. Wallace, there is no such thing as a miserable Santa Claus.
Oh, now don't you go soft on me.
Christmas.
That's exactly what I mean, Mrs. Koenig. This is the time when Martindales are supposed to make a little money.
Tell me something, Mr. Wallace. Is the first dollar you ever made hanging on your wall?
Naturally not. It's where it belongs, in the bank, drawing interest.
What a lovely sentiment.
If I don't look out for myself, who will? I respect money because it's... Little girl, put that down! Little girl!
Good morning and Merry Christmas.
Don't let Mr. Wallace hear you say that around here.
Merry Christmas?
Even good morning ties him in knots.
He can't be as bad as all that.
He's worse. Where's the new boy you were going to bring down?
Well, he's not very new, but he's so anxious to be of help.
Well, here's Casey Jones.
Glad to know you, Mr. Jones. My name's Finley.
Hello, Mr. Wallace. This is the man I told Dolly about.
Why, Mrs. Angel. Look, in spite of what you did to Martindale's last time, I'd like to offer you a job as a salesman. Now, at first, it won't be...
No, thank you, Mr. Wallace. No, but Mr. Finley here is very anxious to do something useful.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am, Mr. Jones. But if my boy shows up, throw him out.
Why, Mr. Finley?
Well, when I told him I was going to work down here, he had one of his tantrums. He's a spoiled brat.
A kid like that ought to be spanked and sent to bed.
He's 37.
Huh?
That's something, Mr. Finley. We wouldn't have taken Mr. Wallace's time.
Mr. Finley has a perfect right to make up his own mind. You want a job?
Yes, I do.
Well, come on. Get away from those trains.
Mr. Wallace is nice to him.
Would you say that Mr. Finley is just a few points off magnetic north?
He just takes everything literally, that's all. Maybe you could explain to Mr. Wallace that he's a sweet old man. Everybody in the neighborhood just loves him. And that he ought to be given the kind of job where he'll feel he's needed.
That would touch Mr. Wallace so deeply, he'd fire him on the spot.
What does Mr. Wallace have planned for him?
Oh, you'll see. Oh, excuse me.
Well, Mr. Finley.
Mrs. Angel, where is my father? He tells me you have embroiled him in some enterprise in this store. I must forbid it.
Well, he asked for a job, and I helped him get one. I had no idea you'd object.
I do not object. I forbid. Mrs. Angel, willy-nilly, you have upset the entire routine of my life. I can assure you I need my father at home.
Well, Mr. Finley, I think that's just wonderful. Have you ever told him that in so many words?
I have told him repeatedly that when I come home, he must have my supper ready for me.
Oh, I see. Well, doesn't it matter to you that he wants to do something useful?
There is nothing more useful to me than having my supper ready for me. Now, where is he?
At this moment, I can truthfully tell you, I don't know.
Mrs. Angel, your attitude strikes me as one completely lacking cooperation. Now, will you please tell me where he is?
He went that way.
You just described a 180-degree arc.
Did I?
I will find him myself.
Ho, ho, ho. No. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Can't you do anything with him? He sounds like he's coughing.
I am. It's hot in here.
You're a beautiful Santa.
Well, I hope the children like me.
Oh, they will. Oh, incidentally, your son is very upset about your being here.
Well, that's tough. Where do I work, Mr. Jones?
Mr. What? Never mind. Right over here. Oh, and for heaven's sake, work on your ho-ho-hos. Now get away from these trains. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, I guess I can't be mother hen to him all day.
Oh, well, I'll try to keep an eye on him. Where are you headed?
The bank. We have a list of presents a mile long. Gus and I are going to get some gifts and toys for the nieces and nephews later on. And well, I hope he lasts out the day. I know how Mr. Wallace can be.
I keep hoping Christmas will catch up with him. Maybe today's the day.
Come back here, you little delinquent. Come here. That's a display. Wallace in toys. Send me up 3 dozen more dolls, number 71, 2 dozen train sets, number 12X, and all the model airplanes you've got. We've finally got a Santa Claus here, stirring up a little business.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Next.
I was told that my father worked in this department. His name is Finley, as is mine.
I see.
I want him removed.
Finley.
I was told he was here.
Finley, of course. Tropical fish, 2nd floor.
Personnel told me he was here.
Well, he isn't.
Are you lost, little girl? I said, are you lost, little girl? What is your name?
Is she lost?
She doesn't answer. Perhaps she's a foreigner. Was ist dein Name?
That means, are you lost?
That means, what's your name? Now, I assume you have departments to take care of situations like this. I must find my father.
For goodness sake, little girl, I have other things to do here. Just tell me your name so I can find your mother.
I'd like to have you meet my husband. This is Mr. Wallace, huh?
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
Well, hi there. What's your name, sweetheart?
Susan.
Huh? Well, are you lost?
Where's your mommy?
She's lost.
Well, we'll help you find her. Don't you worry, sweetie.
What's your last name, honey?
773 Los Angeles.
Mrs. Caney,
Hi, Gus. Welcome to Happy Land.
we've got another lost child, Mrs.
Oh.
Caney. Make the usual announcement. Her name is Susie.
Susan.
Thank you.
We have a lost little girl named Susan. Will Susan's mother please pick her up in Santa Claus land?
They ought to be kept on a leash. Do you know that 50%... Now get away from those trains!
He hates any human being under 4'3". All right, Susan, let's go see Santa Claus and wait for Mommy.
Oh, well, I'll take her, Dolly. I want to see how Mr. Finley's doing anyway.
Oh, he's doing fine.
He is?
We've moved 3 times as many things today as we did yesterday.
I'll start looking around for some presents for the kids. Where do you keep the nephew-type toys?
Out of reach. All right, Susan, you go with Vickie, dear.
Come on, darling. Oh, Dolly, how will I know Susan's mother when I see her?
She'll be spanking Susan.
No, she won't. I'm going to explain the whole thing to her.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you later. Come on, darling. We can't stop if we're going to find your... Oh, Susan, look at her. Isn't that the cute... And look, her little dress all on snaps there. And here's her little bonnet. And here's her petticoat. Oh. And here's her slippers.
And here's a price tag. You 2 little girls mustn't keep Santa waiting.
Sorry, Missy. Come on, darling.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. There's been a good little girl.
Oh, Santa, here's... Oh, I'm sorry.
Here's a little Dolly for you. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa, this is Susan.
Oh?
Sweetheart, this is Santa Claus.
Do you know him?
Why, we're old friends.
Yeah. Hello, Susan. When did you have her?
We're looking for her mommy. Edie, why don't you go down to the end of the line there, and you can tell Santa what you want, all right? I'll be right
All right.
here.
Next boy. Well. Fern, what do you want to have for Christmas, young fellow?
It's off the track.
Naturally, that's why it won't run. It may interest you to know that tropical fish never heard of my father.
Oh?
Personnel tells me he works for you. Where is he?
Oh, didn't you know he's Santa Claus? He's right over there.
Well, I'll be right with you.
Look, you can't take my Santa Claus. I need him.
So do I.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Jim, thank goodness you're here. Can you stay with Susan? I've got to find Dolly.
Sure, what's up?
Mr. Finley's giving toys away.
He can't do that.
Oh, yes, he can. Darling, you stay here. Uncle Gus will be right over here when you get through talking to Santa. Now, I'll be right back until your Mommy comes, okay? Okay. Bye.
Oh. Father, I want to talk to you.
Go to the end of the line, Sonny.
I want to talk to you right now.
We must take a turn. That's the only fair way.
Father?
Here's a dolly for you. Next.
Is there a little girl named Susan here?
Oh, yes, ma'am, right there.
Hello, Susan. Honey, your mother's looking all over for you. Come along.
Can't she wait to see Santa? She's next.
Oh, I guess so.
Thank you.
Let me see your sales book, Mrs. King. We ought to be breaking some sort of a record.
Bully for us.
Is this all you've sold?
Every red cent, including your percentage.
Well, who's been selling all the dolls and trains?
Must be one of the other girls, not I.
Three gross dolls, 7 dozen train, 14. If I didn't know better, I'd swear we were giving this stuff away.
You are.
What do you mean, Mrs. Angel?
Well, Mr. Finley thinks he's Santa Claus. He really thinks it. So he's giving the toys away.
Oh, no. I'll kill him.
No, please, just a minute, Mr. Wallace, please. He's a good, kind man. I just couldn't bear to see him hurt.
He's being good and kind with Martindale property.
But he has no idea he's doing anything wrong. My husband and I don't have much money, but...
Why, I wouldn't let you pay for it if you offered. It's his mistake, and he'll take the consequences.
Oh, please, Mr. Wallace, maybe if you just told him not to do it anymore.
Oh, he'll be told, all right. That's not all he'll be told.
Mr. Wallace!
Vickie, no use. Look, I think I've got an idea.
What?
Come on, I'll call Mr. Martin.
Ho.
You do that good.
Thank you, Ryan. Do my best.
I want to talk to you.
Go to the end of the line, Mr. Jones. You want a dolly? Yes, sir. Here's a dolly for you.
Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank Mr. Jones. He made a deal with Santa Claus.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
You know, Sonny, you're making a lot of children mighty happy. There ought to be more people like you in this world.
Well, that's that. I guess Mr. Martindale's out spying on the May Company.
Well, maybe we could try once more to make Mr. Wallace understand.
The only thing Mr. Wallace understands is compound interest.
Losing his job is what's going to hurt Mr. Finley.
Getting soaked for all those smackers isn't exactly gonna... Hey, come on. Come on.
Accounting department, Wallace in toys. You're going to find the shortage of about $400 in my department. No, nothing like that. Don't be concerned, it'll be covered. I'll give you my personal check for the full amount.
This is for you. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Next.
I will stand, Father.
What did you wish to say to me?
Father, I'll drive you home in the car when you're through work.
Fine. Now, be a good boy, Sonny.
I'll try.
Merry Christmas. Next.
I hate to go without at least thanking Mr. Wallace.
That was a very nice thing he did.
Yeah, but the worst thing you could do is let Mr. Wallace know you found out he's soft-hearted.
We'll see you later, Dolly.
Bye. Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
Mary, oh, we'll see you before then.
Okay, bye.
Mr. Wallace. Merry Christmas.
Oh, me? Oh, Merry Christmas, both of you. Now, will you kids please play with the trains carefully?
Merry Christmas, darling.
Got a date with an angel, gonna meet her at 7. Got a date with an angel, and I'm on my way to heaven.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Plymouth dealer invites you to watch the Lawrence Welk program Top Tunes, and you tell it on this same network. Tom Kennedy speaking. Good night, everybody.
Last-minute shopping has become part of our holiday tradition. This is the story of a family and the gifts which came to them on 2 Christmases and of the year between.
It's my daddy. It's my beautiful father, and he's right on time. My granddaddy struck a wrong note. He must be as excited as I am.
Yes, Bobby, of course.
And you, Mommy? You're excited, too?
I suppose so, but don't you get too excited, darling.
I won't, Mommy. Uh-oh, Mr. Farrell.
You okay, Ann?
Yeah.
You like I'll stay?
No, I can handle it myself.
Listen, he may try to talk.
Please.
He'll tell you about some new product and how he's sure to make $1 million and everything will be fine.
Please.
He'll talk. But remember, Ann, he's one of those guys who will never have anything fine.
I know it. You've told me 1,000,000 times.
You mean anything I want?
Well, sure, that's why they invented Christmas, for little girls with big brown eyes.
Oh, Daddy, you're so silly.
Jerry?
Mr. Bentley?
Here he is, Mommy. Silly as ever.
Hello, Ann.
Hi, Jerry.
Yeah?
Thank you.
She looks great.
So do you, Daddy. Oh, it's so nice to see you again.
Come on now, Princess, get your things on. It takes time to buy out a store.
Imagine, Mommy, anything I want. I'll be right back, Daddy.
Ma'am?
Cigarette, yeah.
My brand. It must be pretty stale.
I guess so.
It's a funny thing. It's still my brand, old or new.
You doing all right, Jerry?
Oh, yeah. Terrific. There's a fortune to be made in plastics, and we're only starting.
Oh, sure. Oh, Jerry, Father left instructions down at the store that anything that you buy for Barbie, you can charge to him.
No, thanks. I'll pay cash. It may be his store, but she's still my daughter.
Just as you want.
I told you I'm doing great.
Sure.
I'm ready, Prince Charming.
Well, and what a princess.
Sure, Miss Farland, you must have a bit of the blarney in you.
Oh, faith that I'll be getting it from his father.
We'll be back at 5.
But this time you're staying, aren't you?
Well, we'll see.
Aren't you staying?
Aren't you staying? Funny face.
And you better have a pretty face or I won't buy anything in the store.
Bye, Ann.
Goodbye, Jerry.
So long, Mommy. You miss all the fun.
Goodbye, darling.
Well, any change?
No, Father, no change.
Well, you see, if he would only...
I see that he's a wonderful man and that I still love him. If he could only get a job and could have a home of her own.
He'll never stick to anything long enough for that, Ann.
Oh, Father, I suppose he won't.
Gee, this is neat, Daddy, but it's a boy's toy. Oh, Daddy, you're so silly.
It's getting pretty late, Barbie. You better go in to see Santa before he closes up shop.
Oh, Santa never closes up shop, Daddy. You told me that.
Yeah, that's right, but we do, honey. We close up shop at 5, so we better hurry. Come on.
No, Daddy. Only little kids go in with their parents.
Oh, I see. And when did you become big?
After you had to go away, Mommy said I'd have to be a big girl and not ask questions.
That's right. Okay, big shot, go ahead.
Well, I can see you've been a very good little girl. Here's a little present for you. Goodbye, little lady. Well, little lady, now come up here and sit on my knee. Now tell me, what do you want from Santa?
A favor, Mr. Santa Claus.
Well, I'll try. I'll certainly try.
Is it true up in the North Pole where you come from that a day lasts 6 whole months?
Oh, ain't you a smart one? Well, that's true, all right.
And you can do anything.
Most anything. If parents are willing, of course.
Oh, I'm sure my daddy's willing. Because he loves me just like I love him.
Naturally. All fathers love their little girls.
Sure. Even when they can't be home much. Even then, they love their little girls.
What is it, honey?
I want you to make this day last 6 whole months. You see, I can't be with my daddy very much. And I wanted it to last such a long, long time.
Well, I'll have to take that under advisement, honey. Here. Have a toy.
I don't want a toy.
Hey, funny face.
Oh.
Thank you, Santa.
Oh. Thank you, Santa Claus.
You're welcome, little lady.
It'll be all right, darling. It'll be all right.
Oh.
Don't cry.
You always told me, Daddy, if you dream real hard for something, it'll come true.
I know, dear.
I didn't want this day to end. I dreamed that it wouldn't.
Is something wrong, Mr. Carroll?
Nothing serious. Oh, you know me?
Of course.
How come?
Well, Mr. Finley left instructions that we were to watch out for the young lady and you.
Oh, I see. And what did he expect might happen?
Nothing. But she is his only granddaughter.
Yes, and my only daughter, and I can take care of her just fine.
May I ask why the young lady's crying?
Yes? Yes, tell Mr. Bentley that Barbie Farrell is crying because she loves her father and misses him. Despite all of Mr. Bentley's horses and all of his men. And file that. In triplicate.
What is it, Daddy?
Oh, it's all right, dear.
Where are we going now, Daddy?
I don't know. Maybe to the North Pole. Come on.
That's about all that happened, sir. There was very little commotion. No one paid any attention.
You sure he said nothing more?
No, sir. Only to the little girl at the last about the North Pole.
Yes, well, that makes no sense.
You're wrong, Father. It makes a great deal of sense. You've never heard Barbie say her prayers.
Yes, well, then tell me, why is everyone here worried about the child but her mother?
It would take too long to explain. And besides, the wire that he sent said that Barbie was safe.
Because he said so?
Because he loves her.
Well, I'm calling in the police.
No.
Why not? Your child's kidnapped. You sit there in some kind of a trance or something. Why not?
Father, he'll bring Barbie back. He loves her. He'll have to bring her back. Don't you see that this is one of the saddest things in the world?
Gee, I'm still awful hungry, Daddy.
Okay, Barbie, just as soon as we can find a restaurant.
Hey, there's one. There's one right up ahead.
Okay.
Well, what'll it be?
We'll have 2 big steaks, French fries, ice cream, cake.
We got red hots and hamburgers, and we just ran out of ice cream.
Gee, I don't know.
Well, when you make up your mind, let me know.
What a classy joint, huh?
This is rough.
Barbie, are you okay? What's wrong?
I forgot. I was dreaming.
Where did you dream you were?
Home with Mommy.
A nice dream?
Sure. All my dreams are nice. Even the North Pole was nice when I dreamed about it.
Yeah, this is really a dump. I'm sorry, Barbie.
That's okay, Daddy. I'll close my eyes and maybe I'll dream about that. I mean, the nice way.
Wake up, sweetie.
Why? Why?
I've been thinking. Do you know what we are?
What?
Crazy dopes.
Yeah?
We sure are. Both you and I know that the only important time is dreaming. Check?
Sure.
All right. So, naturally, Daddy wants you to dream about him. Check?
Check.
Okay. Now, you can't dream about Daddy when you're with him, right? So, we'll just get you out of this bed, get you home in a hurry, pop you into your nice warm bed at home, and then you can go dreaming away. But no dreaming about my funny face.
Oh, such a silly Daddy.
Yeah, such a silly Daddy. Come on, let's go. You'll be home in bed and dreaming happily in no time.
North Pole.
It's all right, darling. Go to sleep.
Don't go too far away, Daddy. I love you.
It's all right, darling.
She's all right.
Where's Jerry? Where is he, Father?
He's downstairs. He wanted to wait to find out.
Oh.
Wait. I want to talk to him this time. It's all right. I know what you mean now. It is a sad thing. For him, too. You stay here and look out for Barbie. Okay? He's okay. Upset, confused, but okay.
Good. Thanks for omitting the lecture.
Jerry.
Yes?
It can't be that easy, Jerry.
Who says it's easy?
Sit down.
No, thanks. I'd rather stand.
I don't understand you, Jerry. I guess I never will. But I know you meant no harm.
Check.
But you did do harm.
Yeah, I usually do.
No more, Jerry. No more. I suppose I could throw you in jail.
Yes?
A year, Jerry. You're not to see Barbie for a year.
Listen, I know how you feel.
You don't know how I feel. I don't know how you feel. We only know one thing together. We both love Barbie. She can't live with the kind of hold you have on her. Your dream world has gotten you into a mess. It's doing the same thing to her. I'm a businessman, Jerry. My lawyers will get a court order forbidding you to see Barbie for a year. Any judge will sign that. You know that.
Yeah.
But we don't need that order. You loved her enough to bring her home tonight. And you love her enough to give her this year. She needs it. Only you can give it.
Call the cops. I'll take the years in jail.
Either way. But this way is good for Barbie. I'll fight you hard if you try to pull a fast one.
Okay, I know you will.
Just the same, I'm sorry.
That's the cockeyed part. I know you are.
Yes, that's the cockeyed part.
Me, I am a sucker for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yes, sure. I know what you mean.
Have another cup.
No, sir.
Oh, Christmas. Gets closer to Christmas. I find it hard to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Got a kid?
Yeah.
You know then. A whole year headaches. They are made up by the way your kid smiles on Christmas morning. Since you got a kid, maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
What?
You know, at the Bentley, where they got that big Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my granddaughter. She got to be there the first day. Practically the first hour.
Yeah, mine too.
The way they talk to that corny Santa Claus. Whoever the bum is, I figure he's a lucky guy.
Yeah, maybe the luckiest guy in the world.
So maybe I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah? Maybe you will.
Well, if I don't see you, Merry Christmas.
We should reconsider.
Oh, it's crazy. They all know me here.
For $10.
I got a good thing here year after year. It ain't worth it.
Look, it's just for the first hour today. You can hide for an hour. And in the costume, I'll look like you.
Forget it. Big deal. Everybody wants to be Santa Claus.
25. No, $35.
Mister, you are Santa Claus. Well, come on. That's where we're going.
Well, Bobby, I hope you have a good time with Santa.
I will.
And I hope he gives you something very nice.
Oh, he will. But I can't tell you what it is. It's a secret.
It's all right, dear. You go ahead now. What she wants. It's a great secret.
Yes.
She's so sure that Santa will bring Jerry back. Well, you know, but even I keep looking for him around here.
I am, too. So are my men.
Now, that's not necessary, Father. He's lived up to everything.
So far. But with a good-time guy like Jerry, Christmas is the hard time.
Not only for Jerry.
Well, you stay here. I'll just go check around.
Well, Teresa, say goodbye to Santa Claus. Tongue-tied. She'll talk about it all year. Then, not a word.
Well, that's all we have time for. You be good to your grandfather. Hello.
I guess you remember me.
Sure. Have you been a good girl?
Sure. Hey, sure is slang. Do they use slang at the North Pole?
Sure. Hey, you're a little bigger than last year.
Of course. I got a new tooth. Want to sing?
Yeah.
Why are you crying, Santa?
It's cold. It's kind of drafty, North Pole.
I know. I was there once.
Good morning, Mrs. Farrell.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce.
Where's your little girl?
And there was Santa. Why?
With Santa?
Yes. Is there something wrong?
Well, I don't know. Maybe Mr. Bentley's instructions have us all jittery.
Jittery?
Yes, I just saw our Santa outside. Maybe I'd better call Mr. Bentley.
Here, Barbie, lots of the girls are like this.
That's not what I want. You know that.
What do you want, Barbie?
I want you to take me with you, Santa. I mean, forever.
Why?
You know, because Daddy lives where you do, at the North Pole. Dream about it all the time.
Do you?
More than Mommy or Granddaddy know. All the time. I just close my eyes and dream. Daddy taught me that. Well, I guess you know all that, seeing as how you're friends.
Yeah, I know all that.
Take me, Santa. Please, today.
Barbie, I have a message from your father.
I knew it.
But he told me to tell you that he was wrong, Barbie. That dreams aren't good, and he wants you to stop dreaming.
Even about him?
Yes, Barbie, especially about him.
Guess I'll go now.
Goodbye, Barbie.
Doesn't he love me anymore?
More than ever, darling. I couldn't help hearing the conversation, Santa, about the message from Barbie's father.
Oh?
It was a good message. Must have been very difficult for him to send it.
Well, there's lots of time for thinking at the North Pole.
In other places, too. Could you send a message back?
Sure.
Some Santa, Mommy. He uses slang.
I know. Could you tell my husband?
Husband?
Yes. Could you tell my husband for me that I've been thinking about dreams, too, and I think they're all right when you're old enough to know how to handle them.
Yeah. I guess they take a lot of handling.
But they're worth it.
It's not easy. I mean, coming back from the North Pole.
Tell him it'll be all right, but I'll meet him.
Where?
The only place I can. Halfway.
Barbie, I have one final message from your father. He said to tell you that he'd be home real soon.
That's wonderful, Santa. Isn't it, Mommy?
Yes, darling. It's wonderful.
Thank you for a real Merry Christmas, Santa Claus.
Thank you, Barbie, and a Merry Christmas to you both.
Merry Christmas.
So this turned out to be a happy holiday occasion for the visitor. On that second Christmas, the Farrell family got the most wonderful gift in the world, the gift of being together again, of knowing at last that a dream can be a good thing if a whole family dreams together.
I'm Thomas Mitchell. I suppose you're wondering what I'm doing in these surroundings at Christmas time, this unbaked courtyard in a Latin American village. No falling snow to give us the traditional white Christmas, no jingle bells or holly wreaths, no mistletoe or evergreens. But the Christmas spirit is here, just as much as it is in your hometown. Because Christmas is more than festive trappings and familiar symbols. Its realm is the human heart. It's a spirit that isn't confined to just one place. It belongs everywhere. So, we'd like to tell you a unique story of Christmas spirit that took place not in our own land, but in a Latin American village like this. It's a warm story about a custom that happens every year to people like these. Our story, Three Young Kings, begins here with this little girl.
If you have been good, and if you pray, the three kings may bring you gifts today.
See us, Father? Yes. It will only take a few minutes. Sit down, boys. Sit down. Children, tomorrow is the 6th of January. Lazaro, do you know what this day commemorates?
The 6th of January commemorates the arrival of the three kings in Bethlehem, bearing gifts for the newly born.
Muy bien. For that reason, the school will be closed tomorrow. We shall celebrate. Last year, as all the years before, you received your Christmas presents, as is our tradition, from the hands of the three kings. Of course, you may have suspected that they were not really the three kings. But you did not know who actually were behind those beautiful robes and
turbans and beards and facial paint, huh? The tradition of our town requires that we choose them from the 3 oldest in our school. This year, you are the 3 oldest boys. You, Eduardo, Ramoncito, and your name? Lázaro, yes. You will be the 3 kings. Now, this is the procedure. All the presents your schoolmates are to receive from their parents will be upstairs in the janitor's room. The presents for the girls will come from their schools. Now, I want you to be here tomorrow before siesta time to load the burros and saddle the horses.
With real saddles?
Silver mounted.
Holy saints. Oh, forgive me, Father.
I forgive you because I take it as the beginning of a prayer to the Lord for letting you be his messenger of goodwill. Now, you 3, go to your homes, but remember, do not reveal your secret to anyone. It is your duty, my children, to keep the little one's faith in the 3 kings and in the divine miracles of the loving, giving human heart.
And she's as big as a real baby. And it says if you are good and pray a lot, the 3 kings will bring her to you.
It did not say for sure.
No, but it did not say maybe neither. Mother, have I been a good girl?
Yes, my soul, you have.
Then can I pray for the doll?
Of course, my heart. But do not forget, the Lord rewards you in his own way and in his own time.
But if I pray very, very hard?
There are lots of children who pray, and only 3 kings. They may not have time to come to this part of town this year. Maybe next year, eh? If you go on to be good, one day they will come to you.
With a big doll and a beautiful dress based on embroidery.
This is for my little sister Anna. I'll bet it's that doll she wanted.
Not there. All our presents go into this basket. We all live on the same street. Put it in here.
You know, it's funny. Soon I'll be a king and deliver presents myself. Then again, I'll be Ramoncito. But how can Ramoncito believe in the 3 wise men when he knows there are only 3 stupid boys?
You're wrong, Ramoncito. You're not nearly what you think you are, but what others believe you to be. The little ones, the innocents, they will believe that you are really the 3 kings. Perhaps their fate will make you believe it too. A little. It's time, boys. The people are waiting for you in their homes. Now finish your packing, huh?
Yes, Father. Father.
Yes?
Senor Montoro just bought this puppy. It is for his little son, Pedro.
Oh, qué bueno. Eduardo. Here, you take this dog and deliver it to the Montoros.
Yes, Father. He asked to remind you, boys, that he recently moved near to his factory and the street of Old Saint.
I know where it is. The street of the poor.
I didn't know that.
All the gifts have been accounted for, Father.
Oh, that's fine. Now, you finish your packing, eh? And then you go into the vestry, put your costumes on, and buy from the other. Huh? Jose, you get the horses ready. Señor Pérez, un poquito de vino.
Muchas gracias, padre.
Vamos.
Usted es muy amable.
Are you ready, boys?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Angelo! Jose, open the gate. Eduardo. Vamos.
Is this the township of Cardenas?
Yes, it is.
Are we permitted to enter and to bring our gifts for the child that was born?
Yes, King.
Welcome to Cardenas.
Welcome to Cardenas.
My name is Jose. I live at 22 Trinity Street.
This is too much. Let us go first to Senor Montoro's house in the Street of All Saints and get rid of the puppy.
Mother of God, please, please. Mother of God, please tell the three kings to come. And I will be good all year, I promise. Please, please.
Look at them. You would think they had never seen the three kings. They haven't. The three kings never come to this neighborhood.
But why not?
Because the parents of these children cannot send packages to the school, that's why. Come on, let's get it over with.
There's the Montoro house.
Hear me, hear me. Is this the house of Senores Montoro?
I am Senor Montoro. May I ask who you gentlemen are?
We are the three kings of the Orient. Does a young one by the name of Pedro live here?
Yes, kings. This is Pedro Montoro.
Has he been a good boy, senor?
Indeed he has.
Pedro Montoro, this is thy reward.
Will you kings enter my house for some refreshments?
Thank you, senor, but we still have a great distance to travel. God be with you.
Vaya con Dios.
I don't like it here. Let's hurry back to town.
We shouldn't have been sent here.
get away from here.
Maria, come back here. Maria!
Wait for me! Please, wait!
Move away, little girl. The horses may hurt you.
But I am Maria Diaz.
Let us pass, little girl.
But don't you understand? I am Maria Diaz, the little girl for whom you are bringing the big, beautiful doll. As big as a baby, dressed in pink silk.
Maria, my phone, come on in.
I have been good, I pray.
Look, little girl. We have a list here with all the names, and yours isn't among them, see?
You are mistaken, Balthazar. I just remembered. Her name is on the list, and I have her present.
You can't do that.
It is my little sister's doll. She has already 5 dolls. Is this what you have been praying for, Maria?
Yes.
Then it is yours.
Stop that, do you hear me? Perhaps I have something for you. Let me see. Here goes one of my little brother's presents. My little brother could have used that too.
What are we going to do?
I gave my brother's presents away. One of his presents. I can't stand this. I'm going to give away all my brothers and sisters' presents too. How about you?
What are we waiting for?
What are we going to do now?
You think we ought to give them something too?
How can we do that? We have already given our family's presents away.
Just the same. Listen to them. They've never had anything.
We can't help that. The poor are always with us. Jesus says so in the Bible.
He says so to remind us to do something about them. That's what my mother says he means.
I think your mother is right, Lazaro. Come on, let's do something about them.
Whatever you say, Eduardo. You're the boss.
I am not the boss. Whenever we get into trouble, you always say, I am the boss. We're all in this together, and don't forget.
It will be a scandal.
The biggest Cardenas has ever seen. But who cares? When you start working miracles, you can't stop. Come on, little ones, come on.
Where are they? Where are they? Where can they be? Even if they had gone to Montoros first, they ought to be here by now. You can't trust the youth of today.
I don't know about your children, Senor Alvarez, but I trust my Eduardo.
My Ramoncito is a good boy, and so is my Lazaro.
Then where are they? Soon it will be dark, and we'll have to put our children to bed without a Christmas gift.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Are you waiting for the Three Kings by any chance?
Senor Montoro, do you know anything about them?
Yes, Senor Alvarez. After they delivered the present to my little boy, they gave away the rest of the gifts to the poor children of All Saint Street.
We have been robbed. Our innocent children have been robbed.
Now, come, Senor Alvarez.
Where are those bandits?
I don't know, but looking at your face, I don't blame them for not being in a great hurry to get back.
They are right. How right they are. I'll have them put in jail. I'll have them expelled from school right now. Well, why did you do it? Why don't you say something?
We didn't mean any harm.
Oh, you didn't, did you? Breaking the little hearts of our beloved little ones, damaging their innocent faith.
And your pocketbook.
They are thieves. They are embezzlers. Therefore, I demand that they be hanged by the neck until dead. This is no joking matter, Perez. I demand that they be expelled from the colegio.
No.
Wait. I think we can settle this without all this bitterness. Although I do not believe that my son, Eduardo, did anything maliciously, I am willing to pay for all the presents.
I'll share the expenses.
So will I. That's not enough.
Then I have another offer for you, Alvarez. How would you and all the men in your family like to be kicking to the bay?
That's my father.
Domingo, I will not forget this insult. I am only trying to do what is fair. Thieves must be punished.
What you want is revenge. Nothing else will satisfy you. We all agree to pay for the gift.
It is not the loss of the money. It is the joy of our children. What good is money? It is late. The toy shop is closed.
But I'm sure Senor Perez will open it.
I'm sorry, but unfortunately, I'm sold out.
You see? You see what you have done? You monsters, you. Our children will have to go without Christmases, while those street urchins...
Senor Alvarez.
What is it?
I have an idea that will solve our problem. Why don't we send these boys back to the street of All Saints to collect all the presents they have so magnanimously given away?
That's a very just and charitable idea.
We are not going to do it.
Good boy. You are incorrigible. For your atrocious and malicious behavior, you deserve the highest punishment. This is the first time in the history of Escuela Pia that a thing like this has ever happened.
Ah, Senor Alvarez. There you have a point. Jose, see that everything is ready, eh?
Take my place, Father.
That is not your place. It is mine, even though you forgot to invite me to this little discussion.
It was an oversight.
Must have been. Thank you, my boy. First, I think we shall have to let the boys go, because it is almost 5 o'clock, and they have another ceremony to perform. So, excuse me, you will find Father Luis. You know, he will tell you exactly what to do. And now back to our scandal. Senor Alvarez here says that what happened today had never happened before, and I quite agree with him. For many, many years, on Three Kings Day, I have sent the 3 oldest boys of our school into town to deliver gifts to their schoolmates. And they have always distributed those gifts, as I told them, because they were very good boys. Not until today have any pupils ever disobeyed me.
Father, there's a delegation from the Street of All Saints. They're waiting in the schoolyard.
Ah, come, we shall meet them.
Buenas tardes, Padre Miguel.
Buenas tardes, Señora Díaz.
We come to thank you, Father, and all the kind people for remembering our children on this day. We will never forget it. And our little ones, they have come too to thank the three kings, for in their great joy they forgot to do it.
Un momentito, Señora Díaz, un momentito. Now, these three boys we were discussing, we must be fair with them. We must examine their misdeed very closely. Exactly what, we must ask ourselves, exactly what did they do? They took the rich gifts provided by the bounty of our beloved country and carried them to babes who sleep on straw pallets. Does this remind you of anything, señores y señores? José, estamos listos. Behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem. This is your answer, my friends. The little babes from the street of All Saints reminded our boys of another babe, swaddled in coarse cloth, who slept on straw in a manger. And with this in mind, we have to realize that these three boys were not good boys. Not just ordinary good boys. They were Melchior, Gaspar, and Balthasar, my friends. Indeed, in the generosity of their hearts, in the sweetness of their spirits, in the courage of their resolve to do right, they are indeed three young kings.